Hi, good morning and welcome to a meditation. Today is the 17th of August and I would like to finish the meditation I started in Revelation chapter 1 verse 16. And I'm going to read the text now. In his right hand he held seven stars, and coming out of his mouth was a sharp double-edged sword. His face was like the sun shining in all its radiance. So we see, you can see as well that there are three things that are very important about Jesus in this verse. The first one we saw is that Jesus is the one who holds all the seven stars in his hands. And the text later on the book of Revelation explains that the seven stars are the seven messengers of the seven churches. So they are in Christ's hands. The church also is in his hand. So he holds the church, he holds the messenger, he holds the universe, would say Hebrews. And then the next message in this verse is that there is a sharp sword coming out of his mouth. It's a sword of judgment, as also a sword of protection, of deliverance. It's his word. And then there are a lot of sevens, but the third part of this text talks about his face shining. And we are here talking about the transfiguration. I would like to read in Matthew chapter 17, verses 1 to 2. After 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John, the brother of James. James and John, the brother of James. And he led them up a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Interesting that the light here is white, which is true, isn't it? The light is white. It's interesting to look at this text and meditate on the word to transfigurate. And this word, the verb transfigurate, comes from the word metamorpho, which means to transfigure, to transform, to change in form. And it suggests a change in inmost nature of the person. And this innermost transfiguration is going to be shown in the outside. It will be visible in the outside. It is the glory of the Lord. And the miracle here in the gospel, it might not be the transfiguration. The miracle is the incarnation. Because for 3 years, Jesus was seen in this planet as any one of us. When people looked at him, he just looked like Peter, John, like the other Jewish people of his time. Maybe not today, because there are lots of 2,000 years ago, there was lots of transformations as people, the Jewish people got married to other people as well. So the transfiguration is showing to the disciples, to the three of them, who he really is. As they saw him day to day, walking with them, eating with them, they were seeing the Son of God that looked just like them. But on this mountain, that special day, they saw how he really was. Isn't that interesting? And John has a vision that is going to throw him to the floor. When he sees Jesus in the book of Revelation, he's going to see him as he really is. And he's going to use the words, the terms that he knew in his language, in his culture, to describe what he was saying. But we can understand what it means to look at the sun at midday. To look at this light in the summer, especially if now with this terrible, now it's getting better, but we had a heat wave here in Europe this summer. When you look at the sun a bit, don't do it, don't look, you're going to damage your vision. When you look at it, you cannot stand, you cannot keep on looking at it. That's what's happening here when John sees Jesus. There is a very interesting story in the Old Testament, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, when he is in the temple and he sees the glory of the Lord. And I've seen the glory of the Lord in the temple. He's not going to brag about it and say, wow, I am a very spiritual prophet. I have just seen the glory of the Lord. I have the gift of vision. Some people say that they have the gift of vision. I have the gift of vision. And listen to me, I have seen the glory of the Lord. No, he's not going to say that. He's saying, I am cursed because I have contemplated the glory of the Lord. I am a sinful man. My words are dirty, he says. My lips are dirty. My words are dirty. God in the vision didn't tell him that he was a sinner. But by contemplating the light of the Lord, he realized that compared to that light, he was really a great sinner. And that's the same for us. When you come into you are always in the presence of the Lord. But when we come together, let's say that way, to worship the Lord, what vision of Jesus have I got? Even now, what vision of Jesus have you got? Do you still think he's just a prophet? Or do you believe that he is really the Son of God, filled with light, creator of the universe, as says John, and as also says Hebrews, and as says Revelation and Colossians? He is the Lord of lords, the King of kings, the one who was, who is, and is to come. He's filled with life. And he wants to reveal himself to me, to you, to us today, that way. Made man, became a man in this planet, but he is the Son of God. God bless you.